Hello Libra, welcome back to New Hope Tarot. We're going to be doing your bonus reading for Valentine's Day, where we find out whether you will meet your soulmate this year. We will be using 3 tarot decks and 2 oracle decks for this reading. We're going to first find out what your energy is, then their energy, and then how you need to move towards one another. And then hopefully Spirit will give us how you will meet and when you will meet. Okay, that has been different with every sign, so we shall see. All right, and as always, I have already meditated upon the cards and I have pre-shuffled. But as you know, I'm going to go ahead and shuffle live. And before we get started, if this reading does resonate, please like, share, subscribe, and comment. And remember that these are general readings, so take what resonates, leave what does not. All right? Let's go ahead and get your energies here. Oh, you got 2 cards. Oh, I lied. Holy smokes, 3 cards. One was sneaky. All right, so the 2 cards that I saw initially were Versatility and the Weaver. The one that was hidden is the Worrier. And funny enough, the Weaver and the Worrier look very, very similar. So they have a very similar energy. And what I'm picking up here is that you have been very flexible with the way you're doing things, the way you're seeing things, the way you're approaching things. And because of this flexibility, I feel that you are able to create, or have been able to create, some of the things that you have been wanting for quite some time, and where you were feeling stuck or dazed about in the past. And confused about, almost like you were working against yourself. For some of you, that's very specific to some, not to all. I'm also getting my country came out, I'm also getting that that some of you have been seeing, and this is going to be very, very, very specific. Tell me if this resonates. Leave a comment. Let me know if this resonates. I feel like you're getting like little flecks of the future, like either in dreams, or like you're having a lot of deja vu, or like you're getting like flashes of what the future could look like. And then it's almost like you daze out, and then you come back and you're like, oh, wait, what did I just see? And then you're a little confused about it. Thank you, spirits. That is Spirit telling you that you're able to create what you want to create. You're able to come into your own power the more you do this. You have, we all have psychic, so I don't want to say you have psychic powers, but I do want to, because we all have the ability But what I feel is that you have awakened your intuition in a specific way. And I don't know whether you actually meant to awaken your intuition, or if by releasing things and being more flexible and versatile in the way you see things, the more you've been able to open up your third eye chakra and your intuition and everything that comes along with that. And because of this strength kind of that you're getting from it, you're becoming a warrior. A warrior for yourself is really the biggest one that I'm seeing. Some of you have children, so I feel like you have taken a stance in your children's life. Like, let's say for instance, something has happened to your child, let's say at school, and you're helping them to become a voice. You're taking a stance to be more in your children's life, more present, really. Not more, because I'm not saying that you're an absentee parent. I'm not saying that. Just more present. So like before, you might have been a little bit more focused on work, on the things that you have to get done around the house, versus now you're more of a warrior towards your children's needs, meaning that you have laid the home stuff away and you said, you know what, I'm going to focus on my child at this moment. And I know that isn't for everybody, because not everybody has children, but that is very specific, and I have to say that. For the rest of you, I feel like you're becoming your own warrior. You're speaking your truth. You are standing up for yourself and cutting out those. I'm really getting an Ace of Wands energy from this. I'm really getting that you're cutting out people that no longer serve you. Not people that are different in your way of seeing things, but people that refuse to see your way of seeing things. So people that have a different point of view, but are willing to listen and grow from that, and you're open and willing to listen from them, those people you will continue to keep in your life, because that allows for growth. However, those that are incredibly rigid in their thinking, you have decided have no longer purpose in your life. So far, I have done more than half the readings, and you're the only one that has gotten more than one card for your energies. So there's a lot going on with you. I feel that you have grown so much. In the last 3 months, really, since maybe October, November timeframe. Let's get the energy for your person. Oh my gosh, they got 2 cards. Clear and expansive. Wow, just like you. Wow. Wow, wow, wowie. So yeah, this person is very clear-minded, and they have a very open mind, and are willing to connect with people with different points of views, because I feel like that gives them a more concise idea of how people in general feel. This person, again, very specific. There's a lot of energies coming through here. This person might be a psychologist or works in a field that deals with the mind, maybe HR, and they have to deal with different kinds of people, like consistently, and that they have to understand them. For some people, they're in customer service. They literally just gave that to me. For some people, they are in customer service. And what they're telling me right now is that and I haven't even gotten to when you will meet, but right now for some of you, you guys will meet them at a store, maybe returning something. Maybe they're a manager. For you, we have the Six of Cups, but in reverse, which means that for me, in this particular reading, what I feel is that you've already made peace. Or if you haven't made peace, make peace with things that you need to make peace with, such as cutting out the remainder of people that no longer serve you, and be okay with it. Cut out this King of Swords that just came in. But honestly, I feel like this is more you. But if you do have a King of Swords person that is coming into your life, or that it was in your life, cut them out. I feel like anybody who is aggressive, cut them out, or even overly assertive, cut those people out. That's not your energy. What I'm getting is that you're a go with the flow kind of person, and although you are logical, I feel that you're more of a thinker, and you like to approach things with ease in a very calm manner, like a very chill manner. Like you like to discuss a lot of different ideas, and you're not set on any one particular idea. Even, how do I want to say this? I feel like you're not overly attached to any one way of thinking, because you feel that everybody has a right to their own way of thinking. And as long as you can understand their way of thinking and how they are applying it to your life, I feel like you're incredibly comfortable with that, and you can accept that. Now, if they're if they're living their life a certain way, but they don't even know why they're living their way, that's just something that they're taught, and they have no stance behind it other than what they are told. I feel like that is something that you're just like, no, then you don't. Not to say that they don't have a brain, but what I'm getting from you is that that's not really something that you respect, because they're not really standing on their own 2 feet. They're standing on the crutches of the past and how other people's views of them, or how they were raised, instead of them thinking for themselves and taking their own initiative for the way they live. I don't know why any of this is coming up, but that's what's coming up, so I have to say it. So if those are the people that you have to let go of, those are the people that you have to let go of. And 2 more cards came out for you. The Empress, I always have a hard time saying this word. Empress in reverse and the Knight in reverse. All of your cards have come out in reverse, my dear Libra. The Empress in reverse, what I'm getting is that you are a kind of person that, again, as I mentioned, you are go with the flow person, but I feel like you might need to get a little bit more grounded in order to get closer to the person that you want. Okay, because we have the Knight of Cups in reverse with I feel like new love is coming your way, but I feel that if you don't cut out these people, and if you don't get your head out of the clouds, and I mean, I'm not saying completely get your head out of the clouds. It's okay to dream, absolutely. What I'm saying is that sometimes you have to make sure that you have a balance, right? Because remember, the 6 of Cups is balance and it's harmony. And I feel like with these together, that if you don't have harmony and you don't cut out the things that are overly aggressive, if you don't cut those out or just don't serve you completely, even though I feel like most of you have done a good portion of that, but I feel like somebody still needs to hear this. I feel that you won't be grounded enough in order to allow this new love to come in. Let's get the next deck to clarify your person's energy here. You're on the right path, my dear Libras. I don't want you to get discouraged. You're definitely on the right path. You're definitely there being flexible. And maybe you have 3 cards here because of the different energies that this is reaching. So don't get discouraged. Continue to weave, but remember to stay grounded. All right, it is fantastic to dream and manifest. That's great, but make sure that that you're grounded when doing so. All right, we're good. Oh, there we go. We have the 2 of Cups for your person. That's so funny. You have the 6 of Cups, which in reverse, which is disharmony, and they get the 2 of Cups, which is harmony. And I feel like this person's going to really balance you out. So this person is, in order to come towards you, they need to find their balance, their equilibrium. I'm getting a lot of water for this person. So this person could be a Pisces. They could be a Cancer. They could be a Scorpio. But I'm mainly getting Pisces. No. Yeah. Pisces and Cancer are really the ones that I'm coming up with here. Hold on one second. I got an eyeball itch. All right, let's see here. The next card we have is the Strength in reverse, which I feel this means that this person needs to release some self-doubts here, that he might, they forget the genders here. This is somebody who might have some self-doubts and are releasing them. I really do feel like they are releasing their self-doubts, because they are, I do feel like they are expanding and getting more clear-minded. And then we have the 10 of Wands. And I feel like this has been an uphill battle for them. Releasing these self-doubts. And I also feel like they might have to release some stresses, because if this person is, and again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. We don't know this person yet, but if this person does, let's say, work in customer service, and they might get yelled at or whatever, let's just say, they might be taking some of that heaviness along with them. Let's say that they do work as a psychiatrist or something along the lines. They might be taking on some of the people's or some of their patients' stresses along with them. Home, and they don't know how to release. But I do feel like for the most part they are getting clear, and they are releasing those things, or maybe they are clear that they have to let go of those things, and they're inching their way towards it. It hasn't been anything that has been easy. We have the High Priestess. But before I get into the High Priestess, I do feel like this is something that has taken them a long time to get to the point that where they are. Because I feel like in the past that they have been taken for granted. Then we get the High Priestess. I feel like the two of you are going to have a connection where it's almost like you can understand what each other are thinking before words are even said. Like you can tell what they're going to say before they say it, just by the look in their eyes, or how they're standing, or but I'm also getting, for some of you, don't just dream. Don't just dream. And that's really for you, my dear Libras. Don't just dream. And then I got the Emperor here, which I feel is like their energy, and they are currently working, as I mentioned. Sorry, a card fell. They're currently working on building something stable for themselves, is what I'm getting here. Emotionally stable, because I feel like they really like their job. They just don't like the burdens that come along with them, and they are trying to build the way that a way to continue to doing what they do, because they are very passionate about it. but how to not take the stress home, with them. Then we have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands really has to do with the defending your position, where you're at. And what I'm getting here is that at first you might not see eye to eye, is really what I'm getting here. Like you're taking a specific stance, they're taking a specific stance, and it isn't until you talk a little bit more and you communicate a little bit more, and then you start understanding their point of view. I don't know if both of you come to the situation, or whenever it does occur, that maybe emotions are a little bit extra flary that day. Like you have a flare up of emotions, in like chaos for what I'm seeing. Chaos, like there's chaos around you, whether it's a car accident. I'm not saying that there is going to be a car accident. I'm just saying, like, when you're driving and then all of a sudden a car accident is like your emotions just kind of go, oh, and it's not because of them per se. It's just because that's just the energy you might be in. Maybe you got into an argument or a disagreement with somebody that you had to cut out of your life, and you're not in the right state of mind to have a conversation with this person when you meet, or maybe this person is had a bad therapy session with one of their patients. And these are all examples. And you might not be in the right frame of mind to really see eye to eye. But I feel like eventually you do. You know what? Before I find out when and where, I want to pull out one more card for this. Oh, and there it is. Oh, and you get two more cards because, that's just how the reading's been going. So there's that. By the way, you have been the only one that have gotten extra cards. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and the Five of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like this is your energy where you want to go a little bit on the faster side. And I feel like the Five of Cups is their energy, where they're like grieving over something. And whenever, I feel like this is the energy you're going to have when you meet. Like you're going to be like, all right, let's go. Like, come on, let's like speed things up. And they're going to be in their head is really the words that I'm getting. They're in their head during this time, which is why neither one of you are really seeing eye to eye. Because you're having different points of views and different energies at the time of meet. All right, let's see if we are able to get how will you meet other than this customer service scenario. And for all we know, this could be like you're in a coffee. Oh, a card already flipped over. You could be in a coffee shop, and you might be like, come on, let's go. I've been waiting here for a while. That kind of energy, and they're just like that person that's in line that is just kind of, they look like they're dazed and not really there. That could be their energy. I think that's how you recognize this person. But let's so the card that came out was the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Wow, look at all these cards in reverse. And I feel with this, I feel like if you and I'm not saying just you, if the two of you don't get your ish together, this is not going to be happening, is what I'm getting, because you're going to miss an opportunity. Here is what I'm getting. I'm also picking up that you might be at a bank. Or like your accountant or financial advisor or something to that extent. Okay, so then we have the 10 of Cups here, which is reunions, marriage. And this could definitely be the person that you marry, but I'm also getting, and they might have children, or you might have children, as I mentioned earlier, but I feel like this could be a place where you meet somebody at some sort of celebration, whether it's a wedding that you're invited to, maybe they're invited to, and you might be in this energy, like you're in this energy of, oh my gosh, I have to be there, go, let's get this over and done with, kind of a thing. And I almost feel like they're zombified a little bit at this wedding. Maybe and I don't think it's not because they don't want to be there. And I don't think it's because you don't want to be there. I think it's because they are in their heads about work. But I do see that this is going to happen this year, as long as you guys get your ish together. Let's see when. And right now, what I'm getting, I'm seeing a lot of 8s, 7s, 8s. So July, August. Maybe up to October. When will you meet? Well, you are going to meet. That's good. We have the 9 of Wands. You definitely are going to, and you know what? It doesn't tell me when. It just tells me you are. However, because the 9 of Wands is going to be, he's a quick knight, I feel like I said before, you guys might not see eye to eye. And I feel like one of you is being hasty, or both of you are come to a quick decision about how you see one another, and then you sit down. I don't know how this is going to come about, but I really do feel like this isn't going to be an immediate thing. I think what's going to happen is that you're going to meet and you'll be like, oh, that person, oh, he's got to get his head out of his rear, and they're going to be like, oh, that person, yeah, they were just complaining just to complain, or whatever that looks like. I don't know what they're going to be saying, but it's going to be that kind of energy. And then I'm going to pull another card. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. And then what's going to happen is that you're going to meet again. And you're going to both apologize to one another. And both of you are just going to start talking this second time. And that is when things start to kind of not necessarily develop, but that's when you guys start to see that both of you were wrong in that very first scenario. Maybe you were just too hasty during that first scenario, and then you give in, both of you. You both give in and admit that you were wrong and say, you know what, that was my bad. Can we start over? And it's like a reintroduction, and all of a sudden, and you know what? Didn't you have the Seven of Wands? Yeah. So you have the Seven of Wands again. But this was the Seven of Wands in reverse. So, absolutely. And again, so because of 7, so maybe it is July time frame. And maybe it will go up to October because of this first meeting that you have with one another that is just like, it doesn't go well, like at all. And only to meet each other later on and start understanding during about each other and how actually very similar you are, although you might be opposites in a lot of ways. You very much complement each other and have very similar views. Your approach might be different, but your views are very similar, is what I'm getting here, my dear Libras. I love this. I find it funny. It's almost like a comedy show or a rom-com movie kind of a thing that's going on. You're like, this person. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this person. It's just, it's so cute. I love this. Anyways, this was your bonus reading. I hope you did enjoy it. Have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.